Hello dear queens, this is Anja from Arwendayle and today I am so excited to do an unboxing with you. It is a wonderful crown that I've had my eyes on for quite some time, but I had not ordered it. And I don't even know why, but I think I forgot because she has been available for a couple of months now. And finally I got my hands on her. So it is the beautiful MISSONI in the color Burnt Biscuit Blonde R. She is out of the new LUX collection by Belle Tress. And without any further ado, I'm happy to examine her and discover her with you together. Let's take a look at the cap construction first. So as all her sisters in this wonderful new collection, she has a 100% hand-tied cap, which is really nice. In my experience, the cap sizes of this collection tend to run a little bit on the large side. You can tell that the hand-tied caps by Belle Tress have a little bit more stretch. So that's not the case with all the brands. And sometimes I discover brands and the hand-tied versions are actually running a little bit smaller. We will just have to wait to see another 60 seconds before we find out. You can see here we have a full monofilament, which is fabulous. I love it. And also standard for this collection is the extended lace front from ear tab to ear tab. Actually, it goes over the ear tabs. And the ear tabs themselves are made of silicone. They have the silicone cover at least. And they also have the bra straps for size adjusting. Love the full monofilament. If you're not familiar with the function of a full monofilament, you can wear your part in the middle, you can wear it on the left or on the right, and you can see here that in this area you can see the scalp through the cap, which means that you have a very natural effect when somebody looks at the top of your head and sees your scalp. The alternative to a full monofilament is a partial monofilament, which is either a center part monofilament or a left part monofilament. You never find the part on the right side. I don't know why. So if you prefer to part your hair on the right, I would definitely recommend that you get a cap with a full or a crown with a full monofilament. I'm super excited. Let's put her on. So, dear queens, my first impression is a little bit unexpected because this crown does not run large. She actually feels quite tight on my head, and I have a circumference of 55.5 centimeters. But I am really surprised. Usually, like I said, usually this collection runs a little bit on the large side, and I always recommend it to my customers, to the queens in our community that have larger heads. But in this case, I really stand corrected, and I have to be careful what I say in the future, because this one feels really snug on me. Perfect, but snug. So if you have more than inches circumference, I would probably not recommend her to you. I think there was only one other crown in this collection where I had a similar experience. I think it was the spade, but don't quote me on that. I see if I can find out and then I put it in the description. But other than that, I am floored. I love it. I love it. I love the fit on me. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Some of the others were a little bit large on me, especially Taylor. I don't know if that was just a fluke, an individual crown that ran a little bit larger, or if that applies to all the Taylors. But that was the first crown I ever encountered when I felt, oh my goodness, I need to put a wig grip underneath, because I'm really, really swimming in her. Usually, even when crowns run a little bit large on me, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me. Even if I can pull them over my ears, I can deal with it. Taylor was the only one I would be more comfortable wearing her with a wig grip, which is not a problem. I mean, I love that crown. I would wear her with a wig grip any day. So, but back to MISSONI, back to the color Burnt Biscuit Blonde. It definitely is my favorite color in the Luxe collection. I love that color. It's very multi-dimensional. It has a dark root and the lace front is fantastic. So in this particular case, my root matches the root of the crown, which is very convenient. I can pull some of my roots out here. And even though I don't feel I have to do that, since the lace front goes all the way down here, but I can do a little bit here too. I just like to do that. As I said, I love the fit. I personally prefer a center part, so we are going to do a little experiment and see if I can move the part easily. So let's take a look. What you see here is the seam at the end of my net. So usually I don't wear the net under my crown. I only do that when I have demonstrations of demo crowns, when I do my lives and I put them on and take them off. So you wouldn't see this, but look how believable you can see the scalp through the monofilament. Really wonderfully done. I need to work with some water and some heat in order to train her, so she doesn't really wanna obey and take my lead here, but it's absolutely possible. She is, oh, I love her like this. Oh, she is so cute. I think I'm gonna keep her. Oh dear. Yeah, I love that style. I love the density. I would say it's a light to medium density. The density feels actually pretty low, which I love too. And especially on a hand-tied cap, because on a hand-tied cap you don't need to worry about the wind and you know, revealing the wefting of the cap. So I love it when crowns, empress crowns with hand-tied caps have a lower density, but that's just me. Everybody has a different preference. I think she is super cute, and I'm going to get some water and see if we can do this just with a little bit of water and the warmth of my hands. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. So I am back with my water, good old tap water, nothing fancy, and I'm just gonna wet her down. Oh my goodness. So now I really wet her down. But that's okay. That's okay, because I'm gonna keep her anyway, because I love this style. I adore this style. So when you do this, when you train the part, and I find that more necessary with some of the styles from Belle Tress, which is really not a problem. Don't despair. Don't think, oh my goodness, this crown is not for me because I have to train her. Training your crown is part of the fun. To make her your own. Sometimes we don't need to do that. Sometimes we just pull her out of the box, apply her, and she's perfect. Sometimes we need to use additional heating tools and make it a little bit easier. When you feel like your crown, the hair falls into your face, or you want to change the part, don't just focus on the front hair. Focus also on the hair that's behind it, because that is responsible sometimes, because it will push it forward. And I put the crown on a canvas head and I wet her down, and then I take large clips that don't leave an impression, and I just go strand by strand, and I put her back a little bit and I let her air dry, just like this. And then that's often all it takes. Don't forget, anytime you have a wet crown and you do something with her, the new shape you put her in is usually the shape she stays in. So if you wet her like I did, and now I would make her, I would straighten her with a heating tool, well, she would stay straight. I don't have the clips that I usually use for this occasion, so I'm just gonna do this. And I'm going to leave her like this and see what happens. Just like this, really loose, just loose. All I'm gonna do is to tell her, please stay this way, don't fall into your left part that you were born with. And let's see what happens once she dried. It's an experiment. So an hour has gone by, and as you can tell, it worked. It worked just with a little bit of water, and I just had this little clip and let her air dry. That's all I did. I didn't use any heat, nothing. So obviously you can train this crown and any crown by Belle Tress, because they all have heat resistant fibers. You can train her any way you want. You can straighten her, you can add curls if you like. You can do whatever you want. Just know again that when you apply heat to her and you change her style, this is the style she will stay in, even when you wash her and you let her air dry. But I am a fan. I like the length. I like the style, I like the density. Usually I don't have a fully straight part. Sometimes it's a little bit of a messy part, and I can do that with her. So I think she is absolutely wonderful. I would love to hear your comments, your feedback, and I hope I see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Yours truly, Anja.